an eyebrow raise.
That we're going to make adjustment points of either moving the camera forward or backwards on him, tilting it up or down, putting the focus on it, and then making.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against Sacramento. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Siakam is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Paul in at the point. Now here's Paul. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
The season never really ends. Siakam outside. And it's blocked. Here's Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Boucher. Back to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. Boucher passes to Capella. Anunoby kicks to Westbrook. Poke loose. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Passes to Noel. Back to Paul. 1:27 left to play in the first.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Paul passes to Wiggins. Back to Paul. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
One of the most vocal players in this league, CP3 is known as a tremendous leader. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now, here's Anunoby. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And Siakam throws it down.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
Paul against Westbrook. Isaac outside. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Westbrook. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul looking around. No one near him. Here's Noel. And he banks in the layup.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
He's playing.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Seattle ahead, leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
They've got Clint Capella. It's Boucher out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Westbrook, and that's the lineup in the game for Seattle. On the wing, Isaac. Guarded by Robinson.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
For Seattle, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. For 3, Westbrook. Here's Capella, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Wiggins against Isaac. Noel uses the glass to finish the layup. Noel's got 6 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art.
Oh!
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Paul passes to Wiggins. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And it's Capella missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
The shot's good from Paul.
Smooth, patient. Chris does a good job of working over that in-between area.
.58 seconds left to play in the first half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Paul passes to Noel. Back to Paul. Over Westbrook. Paul finds Wiggins. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. So they take the lead. And the Heat lead by 1.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
Now Westbrook, 10 points for him. Fires from the line. They get the rebound.
The closer Capella is, the more effective.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach out.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Checking out Seattle. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team.
And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
On the floor for Miami, Wiggins is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Robinson, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Noel in at the 5.
What a defensive play, gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Pass to Paul. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. And so Westbrook makes them both. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Heat. They trail by 3. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Noel missing. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And it's Westbrook missing.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Wiggins dishes to Paul. Shoots over Anunoby. Anunoby sends it back.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots. Every play pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Noel passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern-day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The pass to Boucher. That shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Siakam with it. He's got 6. Kicks it to Noel. Back to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Seattle missing again. And here are the Heat. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Paul. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
You can't guard Chris Paul on these floaters. He knows when to go with it.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 12. They need this, and that's 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Seattle.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
And we wrap up the third, and look. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups back to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Seattle, Anunoby out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Boucher. Here's Isaac. That one a little long. The Heat with the lead. Here's Siakam. Got a piece of it. Anunoby with it. Chris Paul covering. And the dunk by Capella.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Paul passes to Wiggins. Back to Paul. That one doesn't go. Isaac with some nice D. He feeds it to Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook, just getting after it and drawing the contact. Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
On the wing, Wiggins passes it to Noel. Back to Wiggins. And here is Siakam. It's stolen by Capella. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And yes, it's good.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
Paul for 3. Miami no good on that time either.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Robinson against Anunoby. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Ball against Westbrook. Shot to stop the run, and it's Paul missing. Seattle leading by 6. Anunoby kicks to Westbrook. Some solid D from Paul. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he banks it in.
I love seeing Chris Paul come alive on these possessions. He's an exceptional shooter who does not back away in big moments.
Down low, and it's Capella missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And so Paul nails both of them.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Westbrook against Paul. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 4. 44 seconds left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 3. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
When the game is close, Chris Paul is ready. An elite scorer who lives for clutch situations.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. To the paint. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Seattle calls timeout. Passes to Isaac. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got it up in time. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the tip-off, it's Miami. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Seattle. Russell Westbrook out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Lays it up off the glass. Anunoby's got the first points here in the overtime period for Seattle. Here's Paul. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Siakam kicks to Paul. Lock at 6. over Westbrook. Miami no good on that time either. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Boucher finds Westbrook. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Free throw good, Westbrook.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and-one play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Westbrook against Paul. Siakam, right side. Now Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout.
And now a 7-point Seattle lead.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 45 seconds left in overtime. Paul against Westbrook. Paul right side. Robinson for 3. Seattle grabs the miss.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Anunoby.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
For 3, Siakam. Miami no good on that time either.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's Seattle winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally